Hey, it's Mark with Mark's Dodgers Cards. Very excited to bring to you today a really special video. I'm here with my friend Jim, who is, hey, say hi, Jim.
Hi.
He has an amazing baseball card collection. He's been collecting for decades and decades and decades. And today we're going to share with you his #1 PSA Master Set Registry Jackie Robinson collection. And he's also going to talk a little bit about his background collecting, his experience growing up watching the Brooklyn Dodgers. Jim, why don't you talk a little bit about your Brooklyn Dodger fandom and how you became a baseball card collector?
Thanks, Mark. Well, that's two different answers, but let's start with the Brooklyn Dodgers first. So, my parents had season tickets to Ebbets Field. I was born in 1947, so my first memory of the Dodgers was the 1955 season, which was a great memory to have because that's the only year they won it all in Brooklyn. I remember going to Game 3 of the World Series, which the Dodgers won, and that was because they lost the first two games to the Yankees, and up to that time, no one had ever come back from being down 2-0. So it was glorified babysitting for my mother and the 8-year-old kid, namely me. And so I went with her to Brooklyn, and we saw Game 3, which the Dodgers won 8-3. And Johnny Padres was the winning pitcher. And I also saw Jackie Robinson at that and other games during the 1955 and 1956 season, and I remember him. What I remember the most about the Dodgers is the baggy uniforms they had. They were really incredible. They were also very heavy flannel, but Jackie Robinson could move in them, but they don't wear those kind of uniforms anymore.
What was it like kind of growing up with those great rivalries between the Dodgers, the Giants, and the Yankees?
Well, I lived in Westchester County, and everyone in my class was a Yankee fan, except for me and this one other kid. So I got a lot of abuse growing up because the Yankees won most of the season. And I remember 1956 in particular. A bunch of kids came up to me and started giving me stuff about the Yankees won Game 7, 9-0, and that was the end of the Dodgers World Championship reign. And I got a lot of, I can't say the word on TV, but it was a lot of stuff. And I still remember the Dodgers. I remember the 55 season in particular, and I remember watching Game 7 of 55 with my mother on TV in their bedroom, and it was a black and white little television. I think we got a color TV just a couple years later or something. But this was black and white, and it was very exciting and made me very happy.
When you were at that age, obviously young kid, how aware were you of the significance of Jackie Robinson and kind of what, or at all?
Well, it's funny because my birthday is April 16th, 1947, and a number of years ago, I got the New York Times from April 16th, 1947, which covered April 15th, 1947, which was Jackie Robinson's first day in baseball. And it was covered, but it was not on the front page. It was not a banner headline across the sports page in the New York Times. It was not... it was a big deal, but it wasn't the big deal that it is now in the movie 42 and in baseball lore. The attitude of the players, at least the Dodgers, was something like this should have happened a long time ago, or there was full acceptance of Jackie Robinson, except when I saw the movie, I saw that there were some Dodgers who didn't accept him, but that was not conveyed in the newspaper article. What was conveyed was pretty general acceptance of Jackie Robinson, and excitement about what he could do for the team.
Any other memories you want to share about watching the Dodgers during that time?
Well, I was a huge Dodger fan. I was crushed when they moved to Los Angeles, and I became a Mets fan several years later. I don't really root for the LA Dodgers now, but I couldn't help myself. I did root for them when they played the Yankees, and I hated the Yankees, and I still do. And I actually have a relationship with the Yankees now because a number of my baseball cards are on display at Yankee Stadium, and I may go to a Yankee game later this year. And I'm familiar with the person in charge of memorabilia there. And ironically, they took my Jackie Robinson rookie card, the Leaf card, to display with the Yankees. And so I don't have it in this movie, but I do have it.
Well, we will show a picture of it when we go through the cards. Jim, now you started talking about baseball cards. Before we show all the Jackie Robinson cards, maybe you could just talk a little bit about your baseball card journey, your history of collecting, and kind of how you became this master collector.
Well, like other people who grew up in the 50s, there was no grading then. And so I just had them with rubber bands around them. And I inherited my cousin, his baseball cards, and I had my own. So I had 51s and 52s, a couple of 52 tops. For some reason, that's a rare set, was a rare set even then. And I know that there's a story about throwing the cards overboard on a boat. But the bottom line is my mother threw that collection out, and it really was devastating to me. And I started collecting cards. I started collecting cards in 1952 or 4 or 5, and I still. When she threw them all out, for some reason, I had the 58 Dodgers in a rubber band, and I found them, with unrelated memorabilia, which she didn't throw out because I kept it at my grandmother's, and I still have those 58 Dodger cards today, but I don't have any of the others. So that started me collecting. And I started in earnest in the 80s, I was victimized, as many people were, by unscrupulous dealers selling trimmed baseball cards. But most of the dealers, once their grading came in, which was in 1990, their cards did grade. It was only this one person who trimmed every card. But every other card did grade. Some of them graded high, some of them graded low. That was my welcome to the world of PSA, which I've lived in ever since.
And Jim, we're going to obviously look at the Jackie Robinson cards in just a second, but you want to just give a little sense of the breadth of your focus of your collection, the pre-war and the post-war. What do you maybe a little bit about your collection?
Well, I have two focuses, or foci, as they say in more erudite circles. But one focus is to I'm a set completist. So I have the the Bowman cards. I'm number one in Bowman set, Mega Bowman set from 48 to 55. And I have all those cards. I may be missing one of the rarities, I don't remember. And then I have all the Topps cards from 51 to 70. And I have the number one 50s top set, and that's the whole decade, not any 1 year, because the people who have number one 52 tops, for example, have a number 9 or 10 mantle, which is worth more than every card I own, and they don't have the other cards that I do, and then I have the Flotsam and Jetsam that have accumulated over 40 years of collecting.
All right.
Oh, I also have a Gaudy set. I have the number one Gaudy set from 33 to 41. And then a number two play ball set from 39 to 41.
All right, and a bunch of other things, but we don't need to go
a bunch of other things
whole,
that we don't
whole
need to
catalog
discuss.
or everything.
Yes, I'm sorry.
So no, you're all good, Jim.
Okay.
So now what we're going to do is we're going to turn the camera around and we're going to go through this extensive Jackie Robinson collection. And Jim will provide any kind of commentary about the cards as we go through. That he has some, but we're going to go through the cards. So turn the camera around now and show you some Jackie Robinson cards. Okay, this is the first we're going to look at it. Jim, you want to?
Sure. This is the Bond Bread set. There was a whole set made exclusively honoring Jackie Robinson, and it's pretty rare, especially in the higher grades. But it's really rare in almost any grade, and a complete set is also really rare. So I do have a complete set of these cards, and they are from 1947, so it must have been put out by Bond Bread, which I think was affiliated with the Dodgers in some way, and they made this set of cards, which I think are, by the way, are very beautiful.
And some of these images you'll see other places too. Like one of the ones is the same as the All-Star photo pack that we'll see later.
Yeah.
But these are great because you just get him in all sorts of different action poses. All right.
All right.
Those are those.
So I don't know, they may have been taken in Ebbets Field, probably were.
Now we've got a couple pins.
Okay. This is his people. There was obviously controversy because of his race. There was no blacks allowed in baseball from 1880s when Cap Anson wouldn't take the field and Moses Fleetwood was ejected, and there was no African Americans in baseball from 1880s to 1947. So Jackie Robinson was brought up by Branch Rickey and by his own skill, and this was his first year, 1947. So when someone wore the "I'm rooting for Jackie Robinson," the message was clear that they were for the integration of baseball.
And then they also got this congratulations Jackie pin.
Right, which is similar message.
Yeah. All right, then we have also from 47, we've got this rather large card.
So there were, what I figured out from looking at these cards is that various advertisers, and it was consistent with the newspaper I saw, which I described previously, he was used by local advertisers for publicity almost immediately when he came up to the majors. So we just saw the Bond Bread, and this is Fleetwood Slacks, which is another one, and we'll soon see Old Gold cigarettes.
Speaking of which, let's just go to that. We got a few different ones here. Got this one, kneeling in the dugout. Two different ones. And then we've also got, and there's write-ups on the back of these. So if you want to pause it, you can read it. And then there's this one too.
That's old gold also.
Yeah. All right, and there's also a write-up on the back. All right, then we also have from 1948 this one. What's this?
That is a blue tint. They did other players, and if you look at where is it? Is there an R? Can you read that? 349, is it? 340.
Yeah, R346.
346.
Yeah.
So there's a whole set of cards
Yep.
that are R346.
Yeah.
And he's one of them.
All right, then we have 1949. I'll show this one, and then we'll go through his Bowman and Topps run, and then we'll show other things. Yeah, this is a big piece here.
So they did a picture pack of all the players, and this was the one for Jackie Robinson. So you would go to probably advertising or Brooklyn Dodger memorabilia thing at Ebbets Field, or maybe even send in for this, and you got a picture pack of all the players. And so this is the one of him in 1949.
All right, and then also in 1949, we've got this Eureka sports stamp.
Right. This was a book of stamps, and there was a sheet of stamps, and you would paste the stamp in the biography of the player. And so that was his biography. If you had the book, you would put that stamp in his biography.
All right, now we're going to show his 1948 Leaf. I'm going to insert a picture here. Anything you want to share about this card, except that it happens to be on display at Yankee Stadium?
It's a beautiful card.
You can't really, the picture's a little blurry, but trust me, it is.
And so, you know, it's there's a big debate about what his rookie card is, but I think that's pretty accepted as one of his rookie cards, if not the one.
And you also see the PSA 8 Babe Ruth next to it, not too shabby.
Right.
All right, here's the Bowman, 1949 Bowman. Now, I'm sure many of you all have seen a lot of these cards, but these are an incredibly high grade. So this is a 7. Then we've got the 1950 Bowman, beautiful, in an 8. And Jim, just interrupt me if there's anything you want to say about any of these in particular.
We're coming up to my two favorite Jackie Robinson cards. This is the 52 Topps, and this I got many years ago. It's a very high grade for this card. The PSA 9 just sold for, I don't know, 6 figures or whatever. This is expensive also, but I didn't pay that kind of money for it. And it's just a fabulous card. His expression, the centering, the Dodger logo, and the top set is, the 52 top set is considered groundbreaking in every way. In fact, there are 3 sets that are groundbreaking. There's the T206, the 1933 Gaudi, and then the 52 Topps. So when you think of the major sets in baseball, those are the 3.
And boy, does the red really pop on this card. It's incredible color.
And this also is a beautiful card. He was number 1 in 1953. This is his Topps card from that year, and this is as beautiful as a 52 Topps, and the number 1 honor is significant.
All right, then we've got 1954. First, we'll show this one here.
Okay, this one I'm not as enthralled with. I just don't like the picture, but it's a Jackie Robinson card from the 50s. So.
And then we've got this one, which is a gray back.
Okay, this one was very hard to find in any grade, and I looked far and wide. I got this in a 2.
You can see the different backs here. All right, then we've got 1955.
Right, this is a very nice card. Not as nice as the 52 and 3, but very, very nice.
And then we've got his last solo card through Topps, 1956.
Likewise, very similar to the 55.
All right. Now, we've also got this 1952 Burke Ross, which I hadn't shown.
A brief word. Jackie Robinson, for whatever reason, had some dispute with Bowman and Topps. I don't know whether Bowman and Topps were competing, and when he signed with one, he got an exclusive deal. But these are the only Bowman and Topps cards for Jackie Robinson in the 50s. For some reason, like 53 Bowman issued color and black and white. There's no cards of Jackie Robinson. Same with 54.
All right, now we're gonna go to his team cards. Now, he's got a number of team cards that he's in. And here we have 1951 Topps teams. And this is with the date on it. So you can see the date here. It says 1950 Brooklyn Dodgers. That's different. We also have the 1951 Topps teams without the date. It just says Brooklyn Dodgers. So that is the difference. And here's what the back looks like. Then we've got a nice run of exhibit cards. So my understanding, Jim, they made these when they were the champions, right? When they won the pennant, they made team cards for them, right?
Yes.
So we've got the
pennant and or the World Series.
Yeah, so we've got the 1949 team.
That was the year they won the pennant, but not the World Series.
And then the 1952.
Another year they won the pennant and not the series.
Every one of them except for 55.
Right.
Then we've got the 52 team.
This was a great team. This team won well over 100 games, and I don't know why they didn't win the World Series, but they didn't.
And the 55 team.
This was the year where they finally did it. They went to 7 games, and Johnny Padres shut out the Yankees in Game 7, 2-0, and this was the only year they ever won in Brooklyn.
And we've got the 56 team.
Okay. This year, this is the year they took a 2-0 lead, but it didn't hold up, and they lost Game 7, 9-0.
Actually, you got 2 of these. Another one.
Yes.
All right. Then we have other team cards from Topps. So we've got 1956. Here's the gray back in a mint 9.
By the way, I believe this card has Kellert in it, and Kellert is only, maybe it isn't. I could swear.
Yeah, he's in it.
Yeah, okay. So the fact that Kellert is in this photo shows that this is a 1955 World Series team rather than the 1956 World Series team, which figures because the card came out in the early 56. So this is actually a photo of the 55 Dodgers.
And this is the white back variation.
Yes.
And then we've got the 1957 team. This is Jackie Robinson didn't have a 1957 solo card but he did have the team card.
This was the last year for Jackie Robinson, and for the Brooklyn Dodgers. And in '57, Jackie Robinson was traded to the Giants, and he just quit. He didn't want to be a Giant. He just quit. So that was it for Jackie Robinson and the Dodgers in Brooklyn at the same time.
Then we have a few more exhibit cards. This is a pretty special looking card, Jim. Schedule card.
Yes, there are 4 schedule cards only, and this had the schedule of the Dodgers on the back, and it's an esoteric issue, and there are 4 cards, and one is of Jackie Robinson.
And here is the 47 to 66 exhibits card.
This is the highest graded Jackie Robinson exhibit card that there is.
On planet Earth.
Well, so far as we know.
So far as we know. So that's that one. And then we've got the Canadian exhibits.
This one comes in red and green. Unfortunately, I don't have the green. It's very rare, but I do have the red, and that's it.
Right. Then we've got another stack over here that we're going to bring over. We've got this beautiful card.
This was put out by the Journal American, which I actually remember reading, but it was a paper that went out of business in the late 50s or early 60s.
All right.
And they did a number of cards, and he was one of the players they did.
All right. And then we've got this 55 All-American Sports Club.
Okay, I have no idea what this is, but they printed a card, and he's on it.
There we go. And then we've got a bunch of golden stamps, or 3 golden stamps. Some are for the cover, and then one is the 2 are for the cover, and one is the stamp that's on the inside.
Again, the book was for the Dodger team, and each player had a stamp, and you put the stamps in the book next to their biography.
Then we've got this one. This is the doubleheader here.
This was made, I think it was made by Tobbs.
Yeah.
And what would happen is, I think you'd fold, you would fold the player over, and he would become another player.
Yeah, poor Don Hoke on the back.
So this was Don Hoke and Jackie Robinson.
All right, then we've got some larger pieces. This is 1955 All-American Sports Club Premium. And
I think we did them before. So this is another variation or card that they put out for him.
And then we've got, this is a picture pack from 55 to 57. You can just see these are larger cards. Then we've got the Star Cal decals here. There's this one. And then we've got this one with Campanella.
That's a decal that...
And you can see the back here.
I don't know, did they come from cars or automobiles or what?
For use on lots of things. You could put them on anything. See, it says you can put them on bicycles, lunch boxes, drinking glasses, you name it. And then we got 2 more items to share. This one has the same image as the old gold cigarettes, but it says it's a 50 to 56 JJK copy art. And then it's a postcard back. And then lastly, we've got this other pin here, 56 Topps pins. Oh, there's one more. I lied. 56 Topps pins. And then the last one that Jim has here is, this is a 93 Perez Steel with a Pee Wee Reese autograph on it. And you could see them in action here.
So
it's a really
Jackie
nice piece.
Robinson was unfortunately died in 1972 at the age of 53, I think. And he wasn't around for this card, so that's why his autograph is not there.
Yeah. So anyway, so this is Jim. This is thank you so much for sharing your beautiful Jackie Robinson collection with everybody. This is incredible. Incredible cards and incredible stories. So thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right. If you all like this video, and give it a like and give a comment, and we'll make sure Jim knows what you all think about his wonderful collection. Until next time, thanks so much.